Welcome to News Edge, your sharpest source for daily headlines and deep dives. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the curve. Good evening. Let's talk about something we all thought was as permanent as death and taxes: Walmart. The retail giant that seemed indestructible is now leaving 10 entire states. It's like waking up to find out the sun's been repossessed. The shock isn't just that it happened, but how fast it happened. One day you're buying a tub of cheese balls, the next, the store's a ghost town. The announcement came in a cold corporate press release full of strategic realignment and optimizing our retail footprint. Translation: Walmart is running away so fast there's a shopping cart-shaped cloud in the parking lot. The states hit: Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Iowa, North Carolina, Florida, Arizona, Georgia, and Texas woke up to a retail apocalypse. For millions, a trip to Walmart was a weekly ritual. Now it's gone, leaving a supercenter-sized hole in the American landscape. This isn't just a store closing, it's a cultural institution pulling up its roots. We're not talking about a few underperforming stores. This is a total withdrawal, impacting hundreds of stores and thousands of employees. It feels less like a business decision and more like the plot of a disaster movie. In a world without rollback prices. But this isn't fiction. The consequences are all too real for the communities left behind. Why would Walmart, the king of cheap, abandon a tenth of the country? The answer: tariffs. The Trump tariffs were supposed to bring back American jobs by making foreign goods more expensive. But for Walmart, built on a global supply chain, tariffs are kryptonite. Their shelves are a United Nations of products. Tariffs on Chinese electronics or Vietnamese textiles hit their bottom line hard. Walmart tried to absorb the costs, tweak supply lines, and keep prices low, but there's only so much you can do when the government is making your business model impossible. The 2024 America First, Second, and Third tariff package was the final straw. When stocking costs jump 20 to 30%, you either raise prices or eat the loss. Walmart tried both, but in these states, customers couldn't afford pricier goods. The low price guarantee became impossible. The math stopped working. Tariffs meant to protect American interests made it unsustainable for America's largest retailer to operate in key markets. The policy meant to make America great again forced its most iconic superstore to retreat, leaving economic wreckage behind. It's a spectacular own goal, one for the economics textbooks. A Walmart leaving isn't like a boutique closing. It's like a small moon vanishing. The immediate impact: jobs, tens of thousands, cashiers, stockers, managers, suddenly out of work. In many towns, Walmart was the employer. Its exit creates a vacuum that's nearly impossible to fill. The ripple effect hits truck drivers, local suppliers, cleaning crews, and more. A single closure sends shockwaves through the local economy, toppling businesses far beyond the parking lot. For many families, especially in rural areas, Walmart was the only affordable option for groceries and essentials. Now people travel farther and pay more. The local grocery store's prices are higher, acting as a tax on everyone left behind. The people who can least afford it now face higher costs for basics, and then there's the tax base. Walmart funded schools, roads, and public services. With Walmart gone, local governments face budget shortfalls, forced to raise taxes or cut services, so people lose jobs, pay more, and get crumbling roads and underfunded schools. It's a brutal package deal. The loss is felt in every corner of the community. This isn't just economics, it's personal. In towns like Defiance, Ohio, or Sebring, Florida, Walmart was a community hub. The pharmacy was a lifeline for affordable medication. Its closure is a public health crisis. When the biggest business leaves, it sends a message: you're not worth investing in. That sense of abandonment can be more damaging than the economic loss. Employees who gave decades to Walmart aren't just losing jobs, they're losing stability and identity. A 55-year-old manager can't just find a similar job in a town where Walmart was the main game. Families who relied on Walmart for affordable basics now face impossible choices: drive farther, pay more, or go without. The human cost is measured in stress, sacrifice, and the quiet desperation of trying to make ends meet when the rules suddenly change. The fallout is felt in every home, not just on the balance sheet. As soon as the news broke, politicians rushed to assign blame. Democrats and critics pointed at Trump's tariffs, calling this the inevitable result of reckless trade wars. For them, it's a painful lesson in the dangers of protectionism. Trump and his supporters blamed Walmart, calling the company unpatriotic for not bearing the burden. They argue tariffs were necessary, and any company that can't survive them is weak. State and local politicians are caught in the middle, scrambling to help their communities while avoiding conflict with national leaders. Tax incentives to lure Walmart back are unlikely to work. Meanwhile, real communities are hemorrhaging jobs and stability while politicians play the blame game. The fallout will shape upcoming elections, especially in battleground states. Who voters blame, Trump or Walmart, could reshape the political landscape for years. The central promise of tariffs was jobs. We're bringing the jobs back. The idea, make foreign goods expensive, force companies to manufacture in the US. But the economy isn't that simple. Instead of a manufacturing boom, tariffs created new pressures. American companies relying on global supply chains, like Walmart, were hit hard. Tariffs didn't force Walmart to build factories here, they forced it to close stores here. The policy aimed at creating jobs ended up destroying them in retail and logistics. The narrative of us versus them ignores the complexity of global trade. A tariff on steel might help a mill, but it hurts automakers, construction, and retailers. The Walmart pullout is a stark reminder. Economic policies have unpredictable, far-reaching consequences. We traded a few potential factory jobs for a tidal wave of lost retail jobs, a bad deal for most Americans. The damage from Walmart's exit doesn't stop at its doors. Local farms that supplied produce to Walmart lose their biggest customer overnight. Many small suppliers won't survive the loss. Businesses in adjacent strip malls, pizza places, nail salons, lose foot traffic and customers. Their prime location becomes a liability next to an empty building. The negative multiplier effect kicks in. Every dollar not spent at Walmart is a dollar not spent at the local bakery or mill. The effect cascades, depressing economic activity at every level. Even the housing market suffers. Property values drop, people can't sell, and the town struggles to attract new residents. The commercial ecosystem built around Walmart begins to unravel. One big box closure can hollow out an entire community over time. The ripple effect is powerful and destructive. The public reaction to Walmart's exit has been a chaotic mix of anger, dark humor, and despair. Memes flooded the internet, people of Walmart wandering a post-apocalyptic wasteland, jokes about where to buy a fishing license at 2 a.m. Humor is how people cope, but beneath it is real rage. Some blame Walmart for abandoning loyal communities, calling it corporate greed. Hashtags like #WalmartBetrayalTrend, filled with stories from former employees and customers. Others blame the politicians and tariff architects, seeing Walmart as another victim of failed policy. Their feeds are filled with charts, news stories, and blame for political incompetence. But the most important reaction is the quiet resignation in small towns. These people aren't making memes, they're worrying about their futures in hushed tones. They feel powerless, caught between a giant corporation and a broken political system. For them, this is just the latest chapter in a long story of being left behind. Their reaction isn't loud, but it's the one that matters most. What happens now? In the short term, the outlook is bleak. Thousands will search for new work, local governments will face budget crises, and consumers will pay more for less. Empty supercenters will stand as monuments to this economic shock. But there's a distant silver lining. The absence of Walmart could open space for local businesses to grow. Main streets might see a revival, but it will take time and effort from local leaders and residents. This is a harsh lesson in the realities of modern economics. It shows the power a single corporation has over millions of lives, and the dangers of simplistic solutions like tariffs. Hopefully this sparks a more honest conversation about trade, policy, and corporate power. The Walmart pullout will be remembered as a turning point. A moment when trade war became reality for millions. The road ahead is tough, but maybe this is the wake-up call we need to build a more resilient, equitable economy. Because when the big blue vest leaves town, the whole community feels it.